Today, I just want to do a quick, long video about coloring for adults. And some people are going to be like, what in the world? Well, the reason I think coloring for adults is so important is because we live in this fast-paced world, right? How many of you out there feel like your head is just going in 100 directions to the point where you get headaches and you get migraines? Raise your hand. I know a lot of you out there are getting headaches. You're getting migraines. You don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's stress. Now, of course, you need to see your doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. You need to make sure you have all the tests run. You want to make sure that there's nothing else underlying going on, because obviously that's possible. But from my experience, whenever my blood pressure goes insane, whenever I start having headaches, sometimes that's lack of caffeine, and whenever I start feeling a little more anxious, that means something in my life isn't right. There's too much of the chaos that isn't my happy chaos, as I call it, because my life is pretty busy. But I like the busy. It's when the busy is off kilter and there's not enough balance that I start having a little bit of a headache, or I start feeling really tired, and then my anxiety goes way up. I have all these symptoms I know that happen when my stress level is high. So my coloring book is just literally Hues, H-U-E-S, to unwind. It's like a 10-page coloring book. It's got a few different things, and the whole point in the scenes that I created specifically for this coloring book was to help you unwind as a stressed out adult. Now, I normally write text, but I knew that coloring has helped me meditate, so I wanted to create a coloring book, and I have a couple more coming out for little kids too. That way, you and your kids can sit down and you can color to meditate. It's such an excellent way to introduce meditation to kids. It's an excellent way to introduce meditation to adult kids like me. Grab your colored pencils, grab your markers, grab your crowns, and go ahead and get that Hues to Unwind coloring book that I created this year for you guys on my Buy Me a Coffee site. I'll have the link in the description here. And what I want you to do is I want you to get that coloring book, I want you to download it, I want you to print it, and I want you to color for 10 to 15 minutes a day. If you're not quite ready to sit in silence, put on a non-text meditation song. I do have, actually it has text in it, so you're not going to want that. So I have positive affirmations video, which I'll link somewhere in here, but that's not it. You want one that has silence. So I do a lot of ASMR for dog sleep. That's a nice, like, just tone for your dog, but it works for humans too. I always have that in the background when I'm working. It's a nice musical thing. Grab that coloring book, get out your preferred method of coloring utensil, and set a timer or have a video that's 10 to 15 minutes long with the music. And when that music is done, or your 10 to 15 minute timer goes off, you're set. Go back to your regular life. But the only promise I want you to make for me is that during that 10 to 15 minutes of coloring, you are thinking of absolutely nothing other than trying to color inside the lines. That's it. There's no talking, there's no overthinking, there's no, oh my gosh, I got this bill due tomorrow. I don't want any of that. Don't do it. Literally time out. So I will let you know the first couple of times you try to time out your brain, it's going to fight with you. The brain doesn't like it when you tell it what to do. So just keep giving it a try every day. Find a different music that works for you. Some people, they need the heavier music. That's fine. Whatever works for you, but don't have it have any text, because the key is to shut your brain down from thinking, and you're only going to be focused on the strokes on that coloring book, because this is your first step towards more tips that I'm going to share, and how 2024 can be your calmest, most successful and fulfilling year of all. So if you are here and you're not subscribed, which is a small percentage, about 50% of you are not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. Please get updates. I do update shorts 2 to 3 times a day, but these longer form videos are 2 or 3 times a week. And as more of you ask for things, I'll show up more often. But for now, that's where I'm at, and I really am so grateful for your support and for showing up. If you'd like to grab the coloring book, you can click the link in the description below. There's some information on how you can get it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace and love.